Okay, how's it going, everybody? RazingHel here, and welcome back to our playthrough of the Fall from Heaven 2 mod for Civilization 4. We're currently on the Wages of Sin scenario, playing as Decius of the Calabim, of the Evil Alignment, obviously. And if you haven't followed our progress this far, we're currently dealing with the Malachim over here. They're the Yellow Civilization, already taken out one of their villages at the end of last turn, or the last episode, I suppose it would be. I think it was the last turn, technically, but that really doesn't matter. So we're going to be continuing on, making sure to... I mean, I hope to wipe this civilization out by the end of this episode, but we'll see how much I am distracted by other things. I mean, if all goes as according to plan, we should have wiped out one more civilization and have only one civilization to go. I have to destroy 2 more enemy players, so we don't have to destroy them all. And wow, putting this scenario behind us will be a long time coming, I guess you could say. I've been working on it for a couple months, I think, at this point. So that's interesting. All of these units can move again, and yet they're pretending like they can't. Why would they do that? I don't know. Let's give ourselves haste, and it's not going to help our giants any. We should not have done that. We should have stuck to the regular tiles. Okay, that was a foolish move. I forget from time to time that the giants actually can't receive the haste bonus, or the haste spell does not apply to hill giants. Ah, he rejuvenated the land right there. So I imagine he has, looks like he has a vicar. Wait, I thought it was like a mage that you needed to actually use those restoration spells. Maybe I'm wrong. Can an adept do restoration? I think they can. Yeah. So you don't need a mage or anything. We have adepts. They're like the base unit for magic, and then they upgrade to a mage and then an archmage. So yeah, it's just an adept. Okay, nothing too serious. The higher up I really don't know how to put it. The higher up the chain you go, the more deadly spells you have access to, I guess, would be the best way I know it. But how is it that she doesn't get... Okay, she does have it. Yeah. Yeah, everybody has their additional movement, even though the icons are showing red. And they have that additional movement from the vampire spell. So we actually can use our hill giants here. They have a ton of movement. Oh wait, hill giants actually do get hasted. Okay, here's the deal that I keep forgetting with the hill giants. The hill giants don't have command, though. They can't move on enemy roads. However, they do get the hasted promotion, which is the main reason. I mean, I'm surprised I forgot this, but then again, it's been a while, so that's kind of understandable. The confusion starts, that's a terrible way to put it. The reason I'm getting confused here is because all of my units start with the commando promotion, except for more specialty units like the hill giants. And what ended up happening here is I decided to use hill giants as my primary artillery instead of catapults, because catapults can't get that haste promotion. Even though I think catapults can use the commando. That's interesting. I mean haste. Wait, what? What does haste apply to? Okay, I don't think haste applies to siege equipment, but I mean, if we go here and take a look at spells and abilities, I mean, I'm just looking for the picture at this point because I forgot what it was called. Oh, this is going to be... this is going to take too long, isn't it? Where is it? Like, I'm sure we had it. It's called hasted. That's the promotion. Haste. It's called haste. Why can't I find haste? Wish I could say... Here it is, yeah. So... It says it only affects living targets, so that's why it doesn't apply to catapults. But we're actually interested in command, though, because that's the promotion that I was wondering whether or not my catapults would actually get for free. I'm just wondering if it applies to them. Like, can catapults get that? And they can't. You can see recon units, archery units, beast units, disciple units. I'm surprised. Beast units. What's going on here? Aren't hill giants are beast units? I should be able to get commando promotion with the hill giant. It's very strange. Is it because that I get them via a project instead of building them via like a building? That's very strange. I mean, if I can actually get Commando with a Hill Giant and all of my units start with Commando just because of the civilization I'm playing, or is it the leader? I think it might be the leader. Yeah, it's because I'm playing Decius. It's really, really weird that my Hill Giants don't have the Commando promotion, even though it's supported. Like, I don't know. Spending way too much time on this already, but it does surprise me a bit. So, that's the thing. 98.6% odds. I think we'll wait one more turn. I'm going to be turning off the yield icons because I don't think the majority of people like a cluttered map. I like a cluttered map. I don't think other people do. So we're not going to be seeing the yield icons anymore. This city has an unhappiness problem. As a matter of fact, what I probably should do is reallocate the work here so the city starves. And I'm not even sure what I was going to do with this worker. I know we needed to build more roads over here. So that's what I'm going to concentrate on. Need to connect more areas of the world together. And this must be our next archer. So at this point, what should we build here? Because this city is on the edge with Basium right there. Let's build some walls. I mean, if we do get attacked, it will be from that direction. Your War Elephant has killed a Malachim archer. Ritualist what? I took some damage. Okay, well, we'll look at that later. At the moment, as Secretary General, I can put forward a vote. We can enlist the Night Watch. I don't remember what all of these different things do. Like, I thought I passed some of these. Let's go ahead and enlist the Night Watch. Why not? I'm pretty sure that's a pretty neutral decision. Yeah, so we took some damage here. Let's take a look. Wow. So apparently holy damage can be just about as effective as evil damage. What is he using exactly? It must be a vicar. Yeah. So out of curiosity, I know looking up unit specs is not the most interesting, but let's go ahead and take a look at the vicar. What ability does he have access to that makes him so powerful? Channeling 2. He starts with Divine. It allows him to cast Divine spells. So what? I thought the order. Okay. What did he do? It was called Holy Damage. How does he cast that? Because it doesn't tell me the unit that cast it. Is it the Adept? It might be the Adept. This guy has a lot of units with a lot of promotions. I don't know what I'm going to do about all of this. These units are pretty damaged at this point. Look at that. My War Elephant's down to 6.9 out of 8. So I think we're going to promote the War Elephant for resistance to magic because I'm kind of getting sick of this whole rigmarole. And then you take some, make them take some damage as well. And finish the bombardment. And the great thing, of course, wait, it looks like one of our units can actually take vampirism as a gift. Who is it? That's already a vampire. That's a vampire. All the vampires are obviously vampires. I'm assuming it's this ritualist. So let's try this. Gift vampirism, and yes, now my ritualist is a vampire. Excellent. So, don't tell me I used that one. Okay, here we go. I was afraid I used my vampire that has the regeneration spell. Regeneration is really nice because it means I can use my units and still have them heal every turn. What are the odds? 96.3. We have to start somewhere. Next up, the Vicar. I thought I was supposed to bring an assassin over here. 97.8. It's another longbowman. That's interesting. He has an assassin. Do I have to be worried about that? Wait, is that an assassin? Who is Chalid? It sounds like a hero. I actually assaulted a city with a hero in it. Chalid. Chalid, here we go. Yes, he is a hero. This must be the guy who was damaging me. You can use the Pillar of Fire ability. Now that sounds dangerous. Does fire damage to all units on a single tile. Targets the tile with the most enemy units within range. Yes, we have found the unit responsible for our misery here. So, like, how long is it going to take to remove him? He doesn't seem to have, well, I guess his health got shaved off by a little bit. Down to 6. 7 plus 2 and fire plus 1. I don't know, that's a pretty strong unit. I wonder if he will attack me again. That's why I don't want to expend my units too much, because that would mean that I don't have anything to defend the stack anymore. Then we could get ourselves in a bit of a pickle if that was the case. Oh, I said I was going to work on building some more farms here so we can grow. I mean, obviously this city has a long and beautiful history of growth ahead of it. So, yeah, we are working on the assassin. It's only going to take 78 turns. Oh my goodness. How is it we're not producing anything in here? This is what? Like, we're supposed to be at least producing 1 hammer a turn. This doesn't make any sense. Why are there no hammers? There should be hammers. Now there's 4. Now there's 0. There's a hammer right here in the center tile the city's working. Your city should always have at least 1 hammer. That's ridiculous. Okay, this city has 8 hammers. It's 6 hammers on that tile. 7. And then, what? Where are we getting the last one? Calabim Palace, 8. So they're counting the tile here for my capital as production. 4 for this city. Where are we getting that from? That's really weird. Like, they're not minus 10% for military units? That's why. So in other words, if you go, so that's a very weird way of rounding it. So if you have minus 10% for military units and you only have 1 hammer, it would just eliminate it altogether. I would think it would round up. Okay, let's see what happens here. He could attack. While defending, my war elephant was destroyed. Damn it. It always sucks hardcore. Especially when he didn't really lose anything. My ritualist has killed... What? He got killed. Well, in that case, I think that was a worthwhile exchange. The hero, Chalid, got killed. But as you can see, the war elephant took a beating immediately. So, we're back to square one. No war elephant. Luckily, Losha has more experience to expend. What should we promote for? I think archery would be a good choice here. Let's go ahead and... Ooh, my ritualist has a promotion coming as well. So I think we already have as much combat as possible. So resistance to magic is beginning to sound important as a promotion. Like in the past, I've never really had to deal that frequently with magic units, but I think we're definitely going to be doing that this time. Apparently my odds were pretty bad against the unit that I killed, because I'm getting 2 promotions here. And if it was a normal defense, I wouldn't be getting this much. Resistance to lightning damage, resistance to poison damage. I don't think we need any of that. Additional bonus against melee. See, if he attacks me, he's going to be attacking with melee units, right? So let's promote for against melee. I mean, if he killed a unit 1 time before, he's bound to do it again. Well, he killed a hero. That's not the same thing as a melee unit. I mean, come on, with these kind of odds, I should be able to destroy longbowmen, right? Let's do our bombardment first. The great thing about having Chalid dead, we shouldn't be taking any additional damage in future turns from this guy. So, 99.9% odds there. I think we're going to go ahead and summon in some specters. I'm not sure I want to do all of them, because I could also cast the restoration or regeneration spell with this last one. That's a good question. Let's see what goes on with these. 8.2%. Obviously did some damage. The Vicar is now the top stack defender. And still bad odds. The Vicar is 3.0. I don't think there's much point in... what? Defensive strike. Your Spectre was damaged. Okay, 2% by an enemy Vicar. Doesn't really matter if he got killed now, does it? 99.9% odds. These Vicars are all 3 strength. And my Vampires are all damaged yet. Which makes me a bit hesitant to do any additional attacking. I think we'll just, like... I'll cast my regeneration spell. They'll all heal in 1 turn, and the next turn, the full assault begins. Oh, so apparently... What? Oh, here's Decius. That's right. Because the unit that he was attached to got killed, I have to take him all the way back. That's a bit inconvenient. It's better than just losing him entirely, though, I suppose. What's going on over here? It's been a while since we took a peek. He still has longbowmen. Let's speak our nationality. There are going to be no hidden units around here. And let's try to get Decius back into the fray. I can lead Losha. What is going on with my voice? I can lead Losha with Decius for that additional strength point. So that'll be all good. It's not an entire waste. This city seems to be as improved as it's going to get. It's just an all-around miserable city. I mean, I could put another farm up here, I think. Apparently we do have the ability to spread irrigation. What on earth is that? Is this another hero? He's not alive. An Aurealis. Is it an Aurealis? It looks like an Aurealis. I have not seen that unit. But we should be able to find it right here at the top. It's the only summon in the game that has 2 affinity to a mana type, making it very effective for players that concentrate on sun mana. I'm not sure he has sun mana, because the resources are randomized each time you play through this game. So, but it'll be, when a resource will be in a location one game, it won't be there the next time you play it, which does make it a little bit difficult to do a playthrough, doesn't it? Because it's very difficult to replicate the strategies that are used here. I'm surprised that Longbowman is only able to take that much damage. Okay, well, we're back. Back at it again with those Spectres. And 5.3%. That Longbowman does like to take a lot of damage with 1 Spectre. But I'm noticing like the Vicar took some damage as well this time. So the Longbowman is once again defending. And defensive strike. Yeah, my Spectre took another blow when it doesn't. It's an interesting thing about defensive strikes. Is it really that useful if they only damage the unit that's attacking them? Considering that unit usually would end up dying, right? I don't know. Suppose the unit ended up living and the defender ended up dying, and you have a defensive strike. I suppose that could help. Yeah. Seems a little bit off, though. But as you can see, that hero was the unit that was causing the collateral damage. And with that out of the way, smooth sailing, hopefully? Can't be sure. 95.6. What is our ritualist up to? Did some really cool promotions for this one. 96.0. I think we'd rather sacrifice the vampire. Vampires are more expendable than the ritualists at this point. 96.1%. What else do we have here? 73%. Okay, you can go back to casting regeneration for everybody here. That Vicar is pretty strong. I'm surprised he's still defending the stack. I would have thought he would defend earlier. 96.8, and with Hill Giants, 94.6. Well, at this rate, we should be able to take the city. I mean, obviously, I can't take it this turn, so we're going to stick here a turn and actually do some healing stuffs. I don't see a point in building a farm there, so we're just going to continue the road. But it's not like I can take the city this turn anyway, so I figured just save it for the next turn. Maybe we can take the whole thing out in that turn, rather than having a lot of weakened units this turn. Because that's bad if you have a stack of... I mean, granted, I did really bombard his units. He probably doesn't have anything to counter, but let's say he came up with another militia. He has a couple other cities down there at the the bottom corner of the map. So, I mean, if he was bringing another stack to reinforce, and here I have a whole bunch of very weakened units, that could spell disaster. It's unlikely. The AI is generally pretty mundane. And he might have actually pulled a couple units out of there. It seems to me there used to be more units in that city. So this vampire is ready for another promotion. What do we give it? I say strength. The very generic combat promotion is a long-standing favorite of mine. Let's get the bombardment going. That collateral damage there. And we're doing good. We're doing good. We're gonna have this city this turn. So what's in here, out of curiosity? We have the Temple of Empyrean. That's pretty generic. Nothing cool. So let's raise it. I thought if there might be a wonder in there, I would go ahead and actually... Oh, he has a city up here as well. We're gonna have to take care of that. If there had been a world wonder in there, I might have kept it. But you know, you have to defend it. You have to pay the maintenance on it. It really starts to add up after a while, doesn't it? But apparently there's another city way up. I don't know why the scrolling is like that. The most advanced civilizations in the world. Basium the Glorious. And how on earth does a barbarian state pop up that quickly? That beggars belief. What on earth? So, oh, wow, I mean, really? I just took the city out last turn and you're telling me that immediately a barbarian city spawns there? Okay. I'm not sure how that makes any sense. But we'll just play them as they lie. Everybody get your regeneration promotions going. And we'll move another step closer. Ooh, maybe he only has one city left. This might be over sooner than I thought it would be. Yeah, we're going to be building a farm on that tile. I don't know. I'm at this point where these workers should all just be automated. But we could put them over here, build a farm there, I suppose. Come along, Decius. Let's rejoin you to the stack. We probably should... I mean, my assassin will sort of be replacing... I think anyway, sort of replacing the functionality of the war elephant that I lost. But that still a while. 17 more turns. And until that happens, my stack is weakened because I don't have two really powerful juggernaut units anymore. The war elephant was well promoted, and I'm sad that I lost him. Yes, ally, I will take some wine. So, out of curiosity, now that we have the wine... Is that, yes, it is actually making our cities happier. Right, there are some great perks to being allies with another civilization. Let's see, unlike me, the fallow land, what is this stuff called? I always forget, it's the corrupted land. It hasn't spread into her territory because she's neutral, right? Let me see here. No, she's evil. I wonder why it hasn't spread into her land. Because, it's very odd. It has, do the Badlands not spread into Elven territory? Because if you look at this right here, it's perfect. Maybe she just converted back over to evil? I don't know. Some of this stuff is pretty fishy. But, like, by default, you're supposed to get corruption in your lands. And if you're evil, and she's evil, and I don't see the corruption. Let's bombard that swordsman so he doesn't attack us. And Basium doesn't seem to be doing anything. I don't know what the AI gets up to in this game. It's oftentimes inexplicable. I can't get through here anymore because that tile that I wanted to step on just turned into a raging fire. So I think we're going to go around this way instead. Go down to the south. Go south, my Decius, go south. I don't know what that swordsman is up to. Maybe he hopes to conquer the recently spawned barbarian village. What on earth? Let's promote that. Step again, okay. That is Yeah, it's because my hill giants don't have commando, and I walked onto a desert tile, which consumes a lot of movement points. I think it costs 3 movement points to move into a desert tile. So much like stepping on top of a forest on a hill, it's a great cost expenditure to do it. So we should be within range of the borders next turn. And we're looking pretty good, 30 minutes in or so. And already another civilization gone. Okay, there we go. Let's get... Ooh, just realized the bombarding is not going to take place. Oh wait, it is going to take place. What I'm talking about. I'm going to get haste with my hill giants. So let the bombarding begin. Down to 20%. We will hold off until next turn, I think. Let's see here. That's a lot of units. That is a hell of a lot of units. I'm glad I bombarded them, but he looks like he still has 2 swordsmen in that city. I mean, they're not powerful units, but he has a lot of them. So what we're going to do here is cast our skeletons. Not sure why I couldn't cast a skeleton with this one. Is it because I have a skeleton lurking around? That might be the reason. Well, let's see where our skeletons are at. We have 5. Yeah, there's 1 lurking over here. This is my special skeleton. Oh, there are 2 skeletons over here? We can delete this one, I think. One of them got a lot of promotions because it unexpectedly won. But I'm just curious to see now if I can actually cast another skeleton. Or did I cast a different spell with this guy, didn't I? I cast haste. Yeah, okay, that explains it. Well, there's nothing really more to do, so we're going to skip a turn there. I mean, technically I could pillage. Maybe I should pillage. Gets us, yeah, it gets us 2 gold. I forget that. That's not really worth the time investment now, is it? Okay, Decius, let's see if we can get you in here. Where did this ritualist come from? Did I wake him up for the skeleton? I might have. I know I didn't build him in that city, so unless I sent him from another city, which I don't remember doing either, I have no explanation for why he suddenly appeared awake. Oh, he had a promotion, that's why. I got it now. What are we researching? Mathematics. Let's go ahead and finish that. I'll help my ally research this. Where the hell is mathematics? That's the easy way to do it right there. She apparently has very terrible research rates. If it was going to take her 4 additional turns to finish mathematics, I mean, what are these civilizations doing up here? Just there's a total lack of progression. Weird. She doesn't build improvements. I don't get it. What is she wasting all this? What are they doing? You can build improvements on the forest. Why are there hardly any improvements? I suppose all these, well, 1 tile there isn't improved. I don't get how the AI plays sometimes. Even on higher difficulties. It's erratic. Let's see if we get attacked here. There's a big stack in there. Okay, no, we didn't. Mathematics, it'll allow us to build the Bazaar of Mammon. It's a world wonder, so we probably won't be building that. It also allows us to build the gambling house, which once again, like plus 10% to maintenance for cities, plus 10% to crime rate, which barely factors in. And it only gives us plus 3 gold. With an economy my size, it's really insignificant at this point, isn't it? Plus 3 gold? I mean, how many cities do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. You're looking at about 15 gold. Yeah. And then you have to also factor in the opportunity cost because you're expending all of your hammers building bazaars in your cities instead of building military units or building other buildings that could have a better return on investment. And that's what makes it a bit hard to justify, especially, I would say. Like, having 3 gold is nice, 3 gold per turn. Sure, I'll take that for free, but no, you have to actually invest quite a bit of hammers, quite a bit of production into building it. And my goodness, there's just so many units in this city. Like, what should I do? Should I just attack? 99.9. Wow, this is going to take a long time. What other ability does she have? Oh, she can be resurrected in the capital if killed. Immortal. Ooh, that does make her a tempting unit to use, doesn't it? So spells and abilities. Would it be in here? It'd be under I. F, H, I. We should be looking at I here somewhere. Nope. It's not under spells and abilities. How about under promotion? H, I. Wow, where is this? Oh, this bothers me. Here you go, immortal. For some reason, that's under effects. That didn't even help us any. It just says this exact same thing. Resurrected in the civilization's capital, killed. How many times can she die? You know, that's the question. Like, when she's resurrected, will I get rid of the immortal promotion? Because if it does, that doesn't make you quite as immortal then, does it? Just saying.
Move your carcass aside.
Yep. How are we looking here? 71% odds. Probably not doing that. 98% odds. Okay. That's looking better. Let's get these specters out. Get the skeletons out. Ooh, they actually have a chance, don't they? How about our specters? They too have a chance. Let's do the specters first because we can always summon those again. And let's see if our odds change at all. 97.9. If anything, I think my odds got worse. Let's try this. Nothing. Oh well. That's 99.9. 97.0. So many vicars in here. 76.8. I don't like that. Oop, I didn't mean to do that. Problem is, if I sacrifice one of these ritualists and it actually dies, I can't really continue the attack because I need them to bombard. I need them to do the collateral damage. We can't attack with these guys because they just finished bombarding down the defenses, so I think we're kind of stuck where we are unless I actually want to chance one of my vampires. 70% odds, I don't like it. 78% odds, still don't like it. So this is, I'll just cast the regeneration promotion and we'll skip another turn. So, finished farm here, let's build a farm here, and Decius is one step closer to being cut off by the stupid raging fire. I almost didn't get through there, and I'm still not sure I will. What is Ferial? She's researching taxation. Let's see how well we can improve this. We can knock it down to 16 turns. She's going to take 90. As you can see, I'm clearly doing the majority of the heavy lifting when it comes to research in this partnership. Yeah, look, 9.92 research, 6.57. I mean, what? Oh, she's down to 10%. Holy smokes, why does she need so much in maintenance? Where's all this? Where's all the gold going for her? She's probably getting killed on unit maintenance. I see a lot of units in these cities. So if I had to guess, I would say that's probably what's going on there. So she has to spend all of her gold on maintaining units instead of science. That's why it's important to keep your armies small, light, and lean. And powerful. There's a bear inside my lands now. You've constructed a public bath in Gahir Abbey. Work has now begun in the library. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, our citizens are happier. Let's automate this. For growth, honestly, let's just automate the workers as well. I wanted to see if we're... Nope, no attacks. I'm kind of curious as to whether or not I should go after Basium next, because we have another enemy. My goodness, this other enemy is so far away. Yeah, we're going to have to go after Basium next. Like, I'm not going to march my entire army all the way over here to deal with this nonsense. It's way too far away. I need more concentrated cities to do my thing. Okay. Hopefully, we can see more progress this turn. And bombard with Ring of Flames. Did I lose any units? I don't think so. Just gonna summon in the specters again. The downside with the specters, of course, is that they are feeding XP to the enemy units here. And they all died. Okay, our Hill Giant is ready for another promotion. This Hill Giant was doing surprisingly well for us, just with that one combat promotion. 99.4. 93.5. Not so cool. How about this one? 93.5. The problem is if I lose the hill giants, I can't get them back. They're not really expendable units. Unlike, say, the vampires. 89% odds. This battle is taking us longer than I would like. But then again, I'm being picky. Anything below 95, and then I have a whole bunch of units that I don't want to attack with. 99.0% odds is okay. We're going to do that. That vampire can heal. This one is below 90, so we're not going to do anything. We're not going to attack with that vampire. I'm just going to cast heal spell and then save it for next turn, I guess. I wonder if Decius will get killed again. Like, if he gets killed when he's not attached to a unit, does he still flee back to the capital? This would be an interesting test to see what happens. Because I honestly don't know. I would hope he would flee back to the capital, but that would sort of make him a great scout, because no matter what situation he got into, he could always get himself back out, right? Ferial's converted back to Fellowship of Leaves, which makes her still evil. Okay. Yeah, I guess Badlands just don't spread into Elven territory. I didn't know this, but, I mean, all the indicators point to it because she's evil. The Armageddon counter is sufficient for the Badlands to spread into evil alignment territory like you see all over my place. It should be spreading there, but it's not, so I think it has to do with our civilization. I have to keep that in mind in the future. Playing the elves could be quite interesting. I mean, they are a very defensive civilization. You're able to hold out exceedingly well in the forests. Okay, another promotion there. Why? Oh, these guys don't get that promotion? What? No, they do. They just took a lot of damage is all. So they didn't heal in one turn. So what do we want to promote for here when it comes to attacking? I would like Blitz, but I don't think she can get Blitz. So, I mean, we could get an additional movement. I think we're going to get additional defense. That's a hero-specific promotion. So, if we're a hero, we might as well take advantage of it. I guess I'm not going to be attacking with my specters. I don't know. Should I bother with the specters? This unit has a lot of promotions. And I can get another one. So what do we promote for here? Something aggressive. Guards against marksman units. I'm not sure we'll need that. Allows regeneration. Combat victories. Oh, here we should do plus 30 city attack. That's pretty relevant to what we're doing a lot of the time here. So, how are the specters, by the way? Out of curiosity, there are 3 strength, and I think the skeletons are 3 as well. Like, is there a real tangible benefit? Yeah. Our specters are not very powerful. We needed mana nodes. Did we ever get them? My goodness, did I waste a whole bunch of opportunity here? Nope, no mana nodes. It was a really bad start, to be honest, where the resources that rolled on my location, I didn't get any mana. So that's why our specters are so weak, because otherwise I would have gotten the node that's required. What is it, death mana? They have affinity for some mana. Yeah, they have the affinity for death mana. I would have got some death mana to help out. Okay, 97.0. Still a lot of vicars in this city. And that unit can't attack because it already bombarded this turn. Like shooting fish in a barrel. It's almost too easy. Let's see about these ritualists here. It's 99.9% odds. Excellent. Cast regeneration. And wow. What are we down to here? An adept, a vicar, the actual hero himself, and another adept. Yeah, we will be taking this next turn. Just automating the workers at this point, because I'm sick of messing with it. It's one of those things. Okay, we got Decius back. Let's go ahead and lead with him. So we're 11 strength. It's pretty cool. 11 attack strength, 10 defense strength. And he already built another crossbowman. Just in time for me to damage it. Why can't I? Okay, I'm already already bombarded the city in terms of defenses all the way down. Now I just have to do the collateral damage. Okay, so we've got Longbowmen. Gonna take care of that. Our Hill Giants are scoring some pretty nice promotions here. He got 2 Longbowmen in 1 turn. How did that happen? I don't know. Does he have slavery as a civic or something? It just seems really weird that he got 2 Longbowmen immediately. I didn't see any in there last time. Maybe he brought him in from another city, but I don't think so. 99.9. And this will get us additional experience. Okay, we have another event here. The Calabim hunters returned with unexpected prey from their patrol of the savannah at the edge of the desert of Mur. Decius went out to meet them when they returned to hear the reports from the Calabim's eastern front. He found the patrol stripping a woman. There was a sand lion corpse next to her that they had brought back as a trophy. Decius started to turn away. Obviously, there was nothing urgent to report, but he caught a glimpse of the woman's face. "Stop!" The vampire hunter who held the woman didn't notice the command, though his peers stood aside. Decius shoved him roughly aside. "I said stop." The hunter snarled. His hand twitched by the handle of his axe, but his discipline held. He stepped back and said, "This is my spoils, Commander. We found this wildling at an oasis alone, but for this beast here, which I have killed. Let me take her. This is no ordinary witch woman. She is a Malachim noble. You will be rewarded for her bounty price." Was there anything else to report? "No, Commander. The settlements we had heard of have been abandoned." Decius had Talia bound and taken to his tent. Shortly he returned there himself. He freed her bonds, but made a show of pointing out the silhouettes of his armed guards outside the tent. "Surprising to see you again," he said. "Were you on another diplomatic quest?" "No, I was meditating. The cries of the natural order were agonizing, and I was distracted and subdued by your hunter. Thank you for your intervention. It seemed a wasteful use of someone of your caliber. So, what do you have in mind?" Decius studied her for a moment. "I haven't decided. Were I to follow the ways of my adopted people, I would take what pleasures your body offers and feast on your soul. Oddly, perhaps, this holds no appeal for me, and has downsides of wasting the resource of your mind. If I would take the example of the Banner, I would try to discern the strengths of your character and fidelity of your faith, and then damn or free you based on that. While good for keeping discipline, I don't see my gain in that either." "You have lived among the Banner?" Talia asked. "I have heard they are a people of unequaled zeal." "Yes, and blind devotion, unending war, and arrogance dressed up as virtue." Talia crossed her arms and gazed at the ground. "I fear my Varn leads us down this path as well. He brings the Malachim into conflicts that were not ours, and ignores the wisdom others bring to meetings now devoted to Lugus. He has lost balance. I would not be so grateful for advisors such as you. My allies have seen fit to give me ritualists and mages to consult, magi, who think little of my interests or that of my empire. I know you care little for my survival, but at least you would be honest about it. I would never aid you while you side with the Infernal. They do seem to be making a mess of these lands, I would claim, but I cannot oppose them now, and your little over-council is too weak to win at this point. Perhaps I can peacefully keep them from my empire, or gather allies to strike them in secret at a time of my choosing. Do you think that my husband will let you detain me for your own use?" Decius shrugged. It doesn't seem he was keeping a very close eye on you. Here is my decision, then. When Van Gosum requests your return, you may leave unharmed. If you wish to give me your voice or any other aid, I will welcome it. You are kinder than I would have thought. Grudgingly, respect was all that Decius gained from Talia at first, but over the coming weeks she opened up to him as he kept news of her capture a secret from ally and foe alike. She came to admire his strength and cunning, and bask in his attention. Finally. That was a mouthful. So we've captured the city and destroyed the Malachim. What's in here? We have a form of the Titan. This is a very tempting city to keep. We also have the Huron throne, which gives water tiles additional production. So two cool world wonders are actually in the city. The form of the Titan will give all of the units that we build plus 2 additional experience. So I think we should definitely keep this city. We're down to minus 10 gold per turn. And how are we looking? Oh, we still have some more time left. Yeah, so I think we're going to be I think we'll start marching back towards first I have to delete these workers. I'm gonna march on the Basium? What is he of? The Mercurians. And that will be our objective for the future here. One thing, I don't want barbarians capturing this city, of course. So I want to leave a unit behind, and that will probably be this vampire. It doesn't have much strength, but it should have enough strength to hold a city against potential barbarians. And in addition to that, I can perhaps pick up a better upgraded vampire when I come back here. Our cities, granted, are not growing very fast, or as fast as I would have hoped. It might be due in part to the excessive unhealthiness at this point. So that's another civilization down. We have one more enemy to defeat, and then this scenario is won. Let's build an archer in here. Mainly, we're keeping that city just for its something. Keeping it for some reason. The form of the Titan. That's right. Okay. Let's press on here, and an additional movement. It's rather interesting. This entire area has been pretty much cut off from my use. Look at that. All that fire. I don't think there are any units that can walk through it. That would be interesting. Are there units that can actually walk through the fire? Like, can the ritualists, for example, do that? Nope. How about vampires? Split up. Wasting enough time as this is already. How about Losha? Nope. Apparently nothing can actually walk through those. It doesn't say impassable, but it seems to behave that way. I wonder if there are infernal units that can actually move through it. Okay, that hill giant actually needs a promotion. And we're going to do heal for all the rest of them. Okay. We should be done with that. How is it that I have more workers that require orders? Okay, here we have our vampire. Ooh, it would be nice to be able to feast off the cities, but they have so little population. I think we have to bring it over here to actually get some decent experience. Because when the cities are such low level, you don't get anything relevant. I mean, it's such a waste just to expend population on that. Okay, what should we build here? We should build that bazaar, right? The extra 2 or 3 gold. It's going to make a huge difference. I'm being sarcastic. We could build the money changer instead. I don't know. That's kind of a waste. Let's build another vampire. The money, I mean, that's not our most lucrative city. This one is. This one's making 18 gold per turn. This one's only making 9. Like, you have to sort your priorities there. No sense in building a market in the city that doesn't make the most gold when the city that does make the most gold actually needs a market. And we have our first assassin as well. Okay. Targets the weakest unit in a stack. Unfortunately, this guy's going to be a little bit hard to level up, I have to admit. I mean, yeah, he will be targeting the weakest unit in a stack, but I still think with just one promotion, it's going to be a little bit difficult to accomplish. Here we have an angel. My goodness, that's a very strong angel. Yeah, we should run. We should run very quickly away from this position here. I don't think the angel would potentially... I don't know. Is there the potential the angel's actually going to be able to take over the city single-handed? I doubt it. I have a bunch of archers there, but it's a very strong angel. So it's more likely than not that it would win. But we've built a walls here, so that helps. We can also build longbowmen now, so we should actually do that. I mean, I can upgrade these guys to longbowmen. Maybe I should do that instead. What else could we build here? We've done as much for the defense as possible. I think we should just build more longbowmen. Like, that would be useful. We could send them to our other cities, and I'm going to upgrade one longbowman in this city, just for that little bit of additional defense. So, turn 161. So the Shi'im have finally come crawling to offer me stirrups. And they want a chunk of gold for... What do you want for this? What, animal handling? I mean, there's no reason not to trade with them. What would they... Oh, they would also give me taxation in the world map. Well, let's do that. We can get a couple of good techs here. The stirrups gives us the horse archer. Taxation gives us... wait. Pillar of Chains. World Wonder 1 allowed. Provides +1 hammer per unhappy population. Negates the effects of... Now, there's something special about the Pillar of Chains that I forget what it was. There's a reason why you don't want to build it. And that's not the thing I meant to click. I meant to click this. What is it? +1. There... Okay, negates the effects of civic anger for your team. What is civic anger? Negates the effects of civic anger. I don't know what that means. They really don't explain it either. I know there's something special about that wonder, and if used incorrectly, it can cause you a real headache. So I might have to try that on a separate fork of this game, just to see what it does. Or I'll just... I could build it towards the end. We could experiment with it together to see what happens. Your society may now implement the caste system. Caste system is interesting. +1 research and 2 culture per specialist. And we can spend gold to finish production in a city. The only reason we had apprenticeship is because we needed that additional experience. But now that we actually have the form of the Titan, we're getting that experience regardless. So that makes this a very tempting alternative. Also, we could try the... We had slavery before. Didn't like that. I never used it. How about military state? It would increase our upkeep by an additional gold per turn. Caste system sounds really compelling. Well, let's try that. What would I like to research next? That's a good question. I don't think it really matters at this point. Let's go with iron working. I have iron, so if I am able to access it, that will upgrade my units. So I think it's as smart a decision as possible. And Ferial's willing to give me cotton. +1 happiness. Sounds like a deal. How are my cities doing now? Yeah, we're also getting the happiness from that cotton. This is some really nice synergy working there, because obviously I can't take those resources over anymore, because the land that I claim pretty quickly turns into this wasteland stuff. The broken lands, there's a term that encompasses it all, but I forget what it is called. Crime rate, hell terrain. It's called hell terrain. Like, that's the all-encompassing term for this stuff. Includes the broken lands as well as the fields of perdition. If I ever remember it. Hell terrain. Probably won't, but it's worth keeping in mind anyway. Yeah, so we'll be able to use iron for our vampires. That'll be pretty good. Oh, did they also sign a team? I didn't know that. Let's see here. The Shi'im. Are they on a... Yeah, they are on a team with Highborum. So that means that if I trade with Highborum, I'd essentially be given access to the same technologies. He has nightmares. I don't have any. And I have a technology that he doesn't have. I'm just curious to see if they have exactly... Yeah, they do have the same technologies. She also has nightmares. I didn't get any nightmares, which is fine because mounted units suck in this game. I have never found a use for them. I'm not saying there isn't a use, I'm just saying that I could never figure out what exactly mounted units were supposed to be good for in this, in Fall from Heaven 2. It's really, really strange. I seem so weak. So underpowered. Compared to the cost that you incur for building them. The assassin could be pretty cool once we get it up to the point where it can actually take on the vampire promotion. Not a whole lot happening at this point. Moving armies takes a bit of time. Let's see who's leading here. Decius. Okay, I'm leading. Yay me! There's some lions. I think we're far past the stage of wanting to actually capture them as pets, though. Okay, let's continue on with this stack of units here. How far can we go in one turn? That looks to be it. Constructed the public baths. Excellent. Should we go ahead and build the Pillar of Chains? I don't think anybody else would build it. Alternatively, what else would we usually build ritualists? Let's build the ritualist first. We might lose some. So good to have some backups with us. While defending your longbowman has killed a barbarian lizardman. Yeah, I noticed there was a barbarian lizardman, but then I forgot to do anything about it, which is unfortunate. And a huge oversight that had actually happened with a more significant, a more deadly unit. Fortunately, it didn't. So we're fine. Let's see here. Promote for haste. Not promote. Cast haste spell. Let's see here. If we select the units a second time, it will re-register the amount of movement points they have after applying the haste spell. So I was tempted to feed off this city. So at the moment we have 4 experience. Let's... Ooh. Got 11. In addition to that, apparently there's a unit here that can be gifted vampirism, so we will probably be doing that next turn. Yeah, so we got about 7 XP from that. That's really good. I'm not sure I want to go for this Summon Spectre promotion anymore. That's relatively weak compared to just regular promotions because I don't have the mana that I need for the affinity boost. Constructed a library here. How about something that could cause a little bit less unhealthiness? We could grow faster that way. Okay, local merchants are reporting counterfeit gold coins in their treasuries. Many will go out of business if you don't help. We could increase our inflation by 10%. Come on. Subtract 117 from our treasury or require the runes of Kilmorph. Well, I don't want to increase inflation by 10%. That's ridiculous. So I would just pay it out of pocket. There's a good example of why it's important to always have a lump sum on you. Let's we could hurry our archer for 117 gold. Come on. That's too expensive. There are 2 axemen at our borders at the moment. I don't know. What are our odds here? 99.6. But we are going to do those. We're going to cast a skeleton in this city as well. So that way if my assassin... my vampire gets killed, there was a chance that the skeleton will be able to hold out instead. So I think I like that. And wow, this takes a long time. Should we feed again? I think we're going to cast vampirism. So that should give our ranger vampire promotion. It'll give this city a chance to grow for a couple more turns before we feast on it again. Yeah, so our ranger has vampire, or has the vampirism promotion now. Pretty cool. I probably should not have fortified that vampire. I'll forget about him next turn if I do that. Just skip the turn. What? Your vampire has killed a barbarian axeman. Okay. I'm going to get rid of the other one right now. And we can cast... Oh, we cast haste. I meant to actually get another skeleton there. But whatever, it works. It works just fine. Can we get past this lion? This lion is a lion to me. It's blocking my path. I'm becoming a bit exhausted in terms of how long it's taking to get my units where I want them to go. Skip one more turn. We'll be good. Next turn, we get another feast. Yes, 10 population. Okay. Now we're up to 18 out of 17. That's good for another promotion. I think that's good enough to continue on. We obviously have the bulk of our army here as well, so I'll continue on with that. They should be catching up pretty soon because of haste promotion. I'm not using haste on that vampire for some reason. Do you have to promote for that? No, it's because I already feasted with the vampire, so it doesn't allow you to use 2 spells in 1 turn. So here's the next promotion. Let's promote for strength and cast haste. Let's see how far we can go. Looks good to me. How about you guys? We're getting there. Once we get to the borders, I think we'll be calling it quits for this episode. Here's another assassin. We're going to bring the assassin over here as well, because that will give us a good starting point for next episode to actually begin the invasion. So I think that'll be pretty cool. I created the assassin. Let's do another assassin and another archer. So close, so close. My worker has been destroyed by a barbarian bear. Where was that? It moved so quickly. What? Wait, what? Okay, something happened here. How did the Infernals get my land? How does that happen? I'm sorry. Where exactly? You've trained a longbowman. A player has cast Highborm's Whisper. Really? He can steal my cities from me. What the hell? Let's see here. This has to be delved into. Or maybe I should use this as a cliffhanger. They start with powerful units. Blah de blah. Of course, they won't tell you that. Here. World spell, Highborm's Whisper. Of course, once again, they don't tell you anything about it. I'll have to look that up. That's really interesting. Apparently, he can take over allied members' cities if they're on his borders. What the hell? What kind of setup is that? I'll have to remember that in the future to stay the hell away from Highborm. Or, suppose I was on his team. Could he take my cities away from me if I was on his team? This could be a compelling case to be made for why you should always team up with Highborm, not anybody else. He can steal your cities. I mean, at least it wasn't an important city, but still, that sucks pretty hardcore. That was my vampire city. He just stole it? I mean, aren't we supposed to be on the same team, man? What is this deal with stealing cities? It's pretty uncool. Okay, well, anyway, there's a bit of a disappointment here towards the end, I have to admit. I mean, granted, we did take a city down there, but now we lost a city up here to a friendly player, to one of the players on our team. They stole our city. They stole our damn city. I just can't get over it. It's so outrageous. How did they get away with that? Okay, well, screw you, Highborm. I'm going to be winning this war for you. Thank you very much. Like, you can sit over there and steal all of my cities that you want. And at the end of the day, I'm going to be the only one who ever actually does anything or makes any actual moves against the enemy. As a matter of fact, I'm going to talk to him. I'm going to tell him that we should attack this city right here. How is this city still on only 1 population? Is he using like some slavery civic or something? I don't know. I can't talk to Basium, whatever. That's not important anyway. Yeah, okay, the Born the Gleaning. I want to tell Highborm to attack this city. Why don't you attack... Born the Gleaming, there we go. We'll see what happens. I doubt they'll make any move at all. What usually ends up happening is the AI builds tons of units and never does anything with them in this scenario, which is super disappointing. This should not be the case, but disappointment aside, that's the episode. One civilization closer to actually winning this scenario. Thank you very much for watching, as always, and I hope to see you next time.